slowly falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げてなお大ボーナなんてもうグッバイしょこりもなくファイナカマと Need another day I will run away from nothing no more どこまでも笑がってこう今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Give me the point throw in the dark 自分の力に変えワイプ今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall in I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I gotta go, ski myself, save for back foot I gotta go, ski myself, see a soft foot Time away from me, stop my shadow Smoke, let us set my tongue on a surface I could Nobody knows, cause I can't flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm going to be talking about this disturbing incident where a 34-year-old named Tyshael Martin, this is going to be hard to say, but she literally had a Rottweiler attack her 9-10-year-old stepdaughter, Jamaria. And the thing is though, is like, of course she's definitely to blame for this 100%, but one thing I'm trying to understand is why do these like parents let their boyfriends or girlfriends around their kids? Especially you gotta try to know this person first. You gotta try to wonder whether it's safe for your child. You gotta think about your priorities. Your priorities come first. You gotta think of your child's safety comes first more than anything. And it's actually very disgusting. It's very gruesome to find out, and I definitely don't want to be able to see it. But the woman, literally had her Rottweiler sick onto this girl. She literally had her suck into this girl. Like that's a terrible way to die, you guys. You know, see, I'm struggling while I'm talking. The reason it being is, of course, I'm trying to be careful, like what I say, but it's like at the same time, it's like I don't like anybody who thinks of having to sick their dog on a defenseless child, innocent child, is just absolute monster. I don't know what to call them. There's no compliments are deserved. And I did read comments. Some people may believe that she was like jealous, or of the girl. What is it? She'd be jealous of a 9-year-old. Her looks. First of all, she's still a kid. Well, what could she take from the girlfriend? And it's the sad part about it. There again, there's a lot of dark parts about the story. Is that like before the girl died, her mom passed away. And that's something you definitely don't hear. It's definitely very tragic for this family. So, on top of that, Tyshael Martin made it more gruesome for the family. She put way more pain on this family. You really need to think. Having to know that you lost your daughter and your granddaughter. I feel terrible for the family. They're gonna start grieving even harder, because the point I'm trying to make, you guys, like if you're the parent, you have a child, you have a grandchild, you feel like it shouldn't be you that's bearing them. They should be bearing you. So a parent definitely, it's very hard on a parent, especially if it's both their child and grandchild. But she definitely deserves life. From what I understand, I'm sure the boyfriend's obviously the boyfriend's gonna be doing time. Clearly did not care for the child. Just proving the point to a lot of people when they create the stereotype towards black men, like that they don't want to be responsible parents, and they're not willing to look after their kids. Even if it's a boring job, even if it seems like too much of a hassle, it is important, because they are a part of you. They are part of your bloodline, and you should think. You also people need to think straight ahead. They need to really think clear on this. Like, let's say you're in a tight situation. You can't be able to look after yourself whether you get old. You need to be able to look after a child, so eventually when they grow up, they'll be able to take care of you. But this is just honestly uncalled for, just unbelievable, unfathomable, just absolutely disturbing. I'm trying to figure how to blur this video because I don't want to be showing this girl's face. But you know, she deserves everything that's coming to her, and she definitely did it for a reason. She clearly had some sort of resent towards this child, whether because it's more than just not being non-related. It could be that the girl could come up with excuses to ask her stepmother for stuff that she wants. She feels that maybe the child's gonna take up her time. And it may be true that sure, it's not it may not be your actual child, but at the same time, why even bother with this relationship? And to be real with you guys, if I was dating somebody and I found out they have a kid, I would leave. I honestly do. I don't want to deal with that. So I don't know what came across her mind when she decided to do all of the horrific stuff, especially getting her dog involved. Now that dog is about to literally get put down. So nothing really to sympathize about, you guys. But she needs to be punished by for the full extent. She seriously deserves it for what she did to the child. And had this been a pit bull, you guys, because it may sound like we're going off topic, but my opinions do set. Had it been a pit bull, people wouldn't, because a lot of people are trying to start a petition to have pit bulls banned. But looking at this incident out, even though that wasn't a pit bull, it was a Rottweiler, there may be a petition where people are going to want to have Rottweilers banned. And it's fortunate for people who actually look after the dogs. But the difference is that pit bulls tend to be more aggressive because of their nature. But because of this incident, now there may be something similar where people might, I don't want to bring up protests, but there may be a time where people are going to petition to have Rottweilers banned. Though pit bulls obviously are not legal where I come from, they're clearly banned. I'm sure pit bulls are legal in most of the states, as I'm not fully aware, but there may be a chance where they're going to want to call off pit bulls, including Rottweilers or any other dog that fits the stereotype. But again, my condolences to the family and to Jamaria. I feel sorry for her and her mother, and again, never should have happened. There's so many ways to easily avoid a situation like this. Either not be with the guy once you found out he has a daughter. Just go on a regular date outside, have a cup of coffee, whatever the plans may be, share a motel, whatever, do whatever you want to each other that isn't unpleasant. Whatever the two are looking for each other, whatever they want from each other, just get it done and just move on. But because the boyfriend literally let his own girlfriend stay around her daughter, it created into a major problem that should have never you wouldn't think would ever occur, but at the same time it did. But this is something you wouldn't expect, you guys. Just completely uncalled for, absolutely horrific and terrible to find out, and died in a very gruesome way because I can't imagine the pain that this girl was feeling. Having a 100-pound dog sick on you, and then you just sitting there, lying there, just like in pain before you pass away. That is outright torture. That's literally the worst way to go, you guys. I don't mean just the dog sicking on you, but you literally being tortured before you pass away is the worst way to go out. Because some people would rather have it, they would rather end it quick, whereas it's not as painful. It's either maybe bullet through the head, or whatever, just make you go, whatever make you pass without you ever having to feel anything. But again, this incident, I'm gonna repeat myself. This incident never should have occurred. I don't know what this woman was thinking, but her entire life is ruined, and she definitely doesn't deserve the light of day. She definitely does not deserve to see the light of day ever again. She literally needs to be trapped in a cell. She literally needs to be in confinement, and like confined, where she's not, of course she's gonna have to think about her actions, but at the same time, where she doesn't get to even have her joy does not ever get to last ever again, where she doesn't ever get to experience it ever in their life. That's really the best solution, you guys. Or if they can, maybe bring the capital punishment, because that's definitely the proper punishment, you guys. That's definitely the way to go. That should go for Tyshael Martin. But the fact that she was willing to go through it is justified as the punishment that I mentioned she deserves, and she's 100% qualified for it. But some people may think that being like all like clogged up in your room or in your like cell isn't punishment. But imagine laying there and then the law decides how you get to like experience your, like when they get to dictate your freedom for you. They get to choose when you get to use the washroom, when you can eat, or how long you stay in your cell. But being cramped up prison, it's no freedom. There's no freedom there. There's no enjoyment. There's no relaxation. Imagine being seriously being cramped up in prison. Although it's not really the proper fitting punishment, but it depends, because they get to decide what they can do to you. They get to dictate the choices that only you prefer, but at the same time they could refuse, and you just have no choice but to accept it. But at the same time, because people say yes, death seems easy, but at the same time losing your freedom can be worse, because it can actually make you go mentally insane to the point where there's no hope for you. So they do whatever they can to destroy your hope, so that maybe that's the only way you can suffer for your actions. But even though, yes, it'd be best for that person to like not have anything to do with the with the general public, they're doing whatever they can not to traumatize the family, and to keep it legal. And that's just how the way it's gonna be. But I do believe there is some exception, that there are people who deserve to go through it and suffer for the crimes that they commit, depending how severe it is. But Tyshael Martin doesn't deserve freedom, nor does she belong on this planet. And that'll do for me, you guys. But overall, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, and subscribe, and hopefully this weekend past this tragedy and be sure to bring condolences to this girl. Definitely didn't deserve it. But from there, I'm just gonna have to stop. So I feel like I said enough.